Hello friends, in last lecture we started identities of cubes. We saw a plus b whole cube, then a minus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube, a cube minus cube, and so on. And then we saw some question based on that. So we'll continue with the same. So here is the very first question. Okay, from page number 118, page 118, example number 18th. Sorry, example number 8th, not 18th, example number 8th. Okay. Hello friends, in last lecture we saw the identities of a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube, a cube plus b cube, a cube minus b cube. So and the question based on that. Now in this lecture we will continue with the same. So here is the very first question, that is I am taking from page 118, example 9. However, this is very easy question, but still we'll start with this. Question is expand following using the identity. So we have to expand this 4x plus 3y whole cube. Using the identity we have to expand it. So it's not difficult. Let us see how to solve this. This is 4x plus 3y whole cube. So here we have to apply the identity of a plus b whole cube, where 4x is a and 3y we have to consider as b. Now identity of a plus b whole cube says a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b into a plus b. Okay, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Now we'll simplify these terms. 4x whole cube, so 4 cube, that is 64 x cube, plus 3 cube, that is 27 y cube, plus over here 3 4 and 3, 9 4s are 36. So here I have 36 xy, 4x plus 3y. Now again here we do multiply, and that gives us the final answer. So first two terms remains same. Now 36 xy plus multiplied by 4x, so this gives you 144 x square y plus 36 into 3, that is 108 xy square. So this is the final answer. So we can say it takes maximum 2 or 3 steps. Okay, first is the question and remaining 3 steps. So here I applied the identity. Okay, here I simplified these two as well as this, and then I multiplied. So here I got my final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question, that is example number 10. Simplify the following. Example number 10, simplify the following. It is x plus 2y whole cube. Simplify. Four x plus 2y whole cube, 4x plus 2y whole cube plus 4x minus 2y whole cube plus 4x minus 2y whole cube. Okay, so let us see how we can solve this. See, there are two ways to simplify this. The one way, that here I apply the identity of a plus b whole cube, and over here I apply the identity of a minus b whole cube, and then I'll take the like terms all together, and then by simplification we'll get the final answer. This is the one way. Another way, if I consider this complete number as a and this complete expression as b, and simply I apply the identity of a cube plus b cube. Both ways are correct, so here I will go with a cube plus b cube. So here I am considering 4x plus 2y as a and 4x minus 2y as b. So by applying the identity of a cube plus b cube, now identity of a cube plus b cube is equal to what? Is a plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. Okay, this is the identity of a cube plus b cube. Over here a is 4x plus 2y, b is 4x minus 2y. So let us see what I will get. First step, a plus b, that is a plus b. Okay, now a square, that is 4x plus 2y square, plus b square, that is 4x minus 2y square, minus ab, that is 4x plus 2y, 4x minus 2y. Okay, 4x plus 2y, 4x minus 2y. So this gives you over here, see, minus 2y plus 2y cancel, so here I do get 8x. Now here I have to apply the identity of a plus b whole square. So a square, that is 16x square, b square, that is 4y square, plus 2ab, that is 2 into 4x into 2y. So 4 into 2 into 2, 16xy. Now over here I have to apply a minus b whole square. So a square, that is 16x square, b square, that is 4y square. Now over here it is minus 2ab. So again 2 into a into b, that is 2 into 4 into 2, 16xy minus 16xy minus. Now this is a plus b, a minus b. Okay, a plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square, but here I am keeping this bracket as it is, a square, that is 4x square, so 16x square minus 4y square. Okay, so this is almost done. Here I do get 8x, so I am writing it as it is, 8x. Now over here 16x square plus 4y square, or see, this plus 16xy minus 16xy will cancel out. Now if I look for the like terms, okay, that I will see in the next, because still there is one bracket that we have to open. So right now I am writing these terms as it is. Okay, the remaining terms as it is. That means I wrote 16x square, 4y square. Again 16x square, 4y square. This I cancel because they are opposite sign and same in magnitude. Now this, if I open the bracket, minus 16x square plus 4y square. Now we'll see, still it is possible to cancel some terms or not, and then we'll see which whatever the terms are remaining, then we'll do the write the like terms all together. So minus 16x square plus 16x square, it will cancel out. So only 16x square will left over here, and there are 3 times 4y square, that is 12y square. So this I can say is my final answer, but still it is possible to simplify it further. Now from 16 and 12 I can again take 4 common. So if I take that 4 common, what I will get, that 4 into 8, or let me write one step more for your better understanding. I am taking 4 common from these two, so here I will get 4x square plus 3y square. And finally I am writing the last step over here. Okay, or let me write over here only. 8x into 4, so I will get 32x, and over here I do get 4x square plus 3y square. So this is my final answer. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Note it down, then again I will explain, and then we'll come to the next question. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Let me explain you once again. See, this is 4x plus 3y cube and 4x minus 3y cube. So this I considered as a, and this I considered as b, and I applied the identity of a cube plus b cube. That is a plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. Now just I kept the values of a and b. 4x plus 2y is a, this is b. Again over here a square plus b square minus ab. So plus 2y minus 2y cancel, 4x plus 4x, 8x. Now 4x plus 2y whole square, 16x square plus 4y square plus 16xy. Similarly over here, and here I apply the identity of a square minus b square. Okay, this plus 16xy minus 16y cancel, 16x square as it is, this I took as it is. Okay, this I took as it is, and this. And over here I open the bracket, so sign will change because outside there is a minus sign. So minus, and over here plus. Now this again cancel, remaining 16x square and 12y square. From these two again I took 4 common. So here I got my final answer, that is 32x into 4x square plus 3y square. Okay, so now next, okay, now next we will see question number 11th, example number 11th. Okay, or it's better to go with example number 13th. Okay, so next is example number 13th. 11th and 12th, similar questions we already done, so I am skipping those two examples. We'll come to the example number 13th. Example number 13 from page number 119. Okay, question is, if x plus 1 upon x equal to 5, if x plus 1 upon x is equal to 5, then find the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Okay, if x plus 1 upon x is equal to 5, then we have to find the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Okay, this is example 13th. Okay, so let us see its solution. Okay, here again we have to find the value of a cube plus b cube. Actually x cube plus 1 upon x cube is, that is a cube plus 1 upon a cube plus b cube. So x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Now first of all you must know the identity of what? A cube plus b cube, that is a plus b whole cube. Okay, that is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab a plus b. Okay, So using this identity I can write x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to x plus 1 upon x whole cube minus 3 into x into 1 upon x into x plus 1 upon x. Okay, isn't it? A plus b whole cube minus 3ab a plus b. So let us see how to find it further. Now x plus 1 upon x is 5 minus here x and x we can cancel 3 and again x plus 1 upon x is 5. So what I will get over here, x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to 125 minus 15. So ultimately my answer is 110, isn't it? The difference is 110. So this is my final answer. Please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, so next we will see example number 14, page number 120. Page number 120, example number 14. Question is, if x minus y equal to 15, if x minus y is equal to 15 and xy is equal to 20, then we have to find the value of 1 upon x cube minus 1 upon y cube. Okay, x minus y is 15, x into y equal to 20, so we have to find the value of this. So let us see how to solve this. Okay, so we'll start with the expression 1 upon x cube minus 1 upon y cube. Okay, see this, if I take LCM, will become xy, or here it will become x cube y cube. Okay, I hope you know how to add the fractions or how to subtract the fraction. So LCM of these two, I can say x cube y cube, or we can say common denominator will be x cube y cube. Here I do get y cube minus x cube. Okay, now if you look carefully, here it is y cube minus x cube, that is a cube minus b cube, and its identity we have. So here if I apply the identity, what I will get? I will get y minus x, y square plus x square plus xy. So this value I have directly. Actually I have x minus y, that means I have y minus x. Okay, that is easy to obtain. Xy is also given. This is difficult to find. So instead of this, it's better to apply this one. That is y minus x whole cube minus, plus 3xy or 3yx, doesn't matter, 3yx y minus x. Okay, and denominator I can write as xy whole cube, isn't it? Now y minus x, yx and y minus x, these three values we have to put to obtain the final value of the given expression. Okay, so we have x minus y is equal to 15. So minus of, or if I write it, if I take minus sign common, this will become y minus x, that is equal to 15. So ultimately y minus x will be equal to minus 15, isn't it? If I take minus sign common, so this will become y minus x is equal to 15, and to remove this minus sign, if I multiply on both sides with minus sign, here I will get minus 15. Y minus x is 15, and xy and yx is the same thing. So here minus 15 cube plus 3 into 20 into minus 15 whole divided by 15 cube. So I hope you will be able to solve it further, but let me solve it for you. See, 15 cube is 337 with minus sign. Here again will be sign will be negative. 3 into 20 into 15, so 20 into 3, that is 60. 60 into 15, 15 6 are 90, so this will be 900 with negative sign. And over here again I have 15 cube, that is minus of 3375. Okay, let me check that 15 cube. 15 cube is 225 into 15. Okay, it is okay. This value is correct. Okay, now further, it's only the part that is left is simplification. That is, so minus 3375, 900. So actually both have the negative sign. So if we have to add, so 5 plus 0, that is 5. 7 plus 0, that is 7. 3 plus 9, that is 12. 2 carry 1. 3 plus 1, 4. So 4275, 4275 upon 3375. Here it is negative, here again it is negative. Okay, so try to simplify and try to get the final answer. Okay, see here xy is 20, so this should be 20, and here it will be 8000. Okay, this will be 8000. Okay, now simplify this. Definitely both are divisible by 25, so divide them to get the final answer. Okay, so 171 upon 320. This is the final answer. Okay, so please note it down. Then we will see the next question. Okay, so let us see the next question. Okay, after example number 14, 15th is almost similar to this. 16th is similar to this. 17th, we'll see question numbers. Example number 17, page number 121. Example number 17th. Okay, although this type of sum already has been done, but still I'll take this. If a plus b equal to 10, if a plus b is equal to 10, a square plus b square is equal to 58. Find the value of a cube plus b cube. Okay, we solved similar sum, almost similar sum. Over there we saw two methods. First for the subjective part, another for the objective part. So here again we'll discuss both methods for subjective part as well as for objective part. So a cube plus b cube is to be obtained, and a square plus b square and a plus b is given. So we can start with this a cube plus b cube. Now as I told you, there are two identities. So the very first identity is a plus b, then a square plus b square minus ab. So if I apply this identity, I need the value of ab. A plus b is given directly, a square plus b square is also given directly. Okay, now suppose I apply the another method, that is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab a plus b. Here again this a plus b, and it is okay. We need to find ab in both the cases. So here we can use any method. So I am using the first one. So before I start putting the values in the given expression, first I will go for ab. I'll find ab. Okay, so we'll start from this to obtain this. Okay, now what the thing that should come in your mind, see ab we have to obtain, a plus b is given, okay, as well as a square plus b square is given. So using these three different expressions, the very first thing that should come in your mind, the identity that connects sum, that connects product, and that connects the sum of the square, that identity is a plus b whole square. See, a plus b is there, then a square plus b square is there, then plus 2ab is there. Okay, so using this identity we obtain, because here we can say this first expression is given, this second expression is given, and third we have to obtain. So first by applying a plus b whole square, we'll get the value of ab, and then we'll apply the identity of a cube plus b cube. Okay, so a plus b is equal to 10, therefore a plus b whole square is equal to 10 square, therefore a square plus b square plus 2ab is equal to 100. Now a square plus b square is 58 plus 2 into ab that we have to obtain is equal to 100. So I can write 2ab is equal to 100 minus 58, that is 2ab is equal to 42. So ab is equal to 21. Value of ab is 21. Okay, 42 upon 2. So ab is 21. Now as we got ab equal to 21, now we'll go for a cube plus b cube. So a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b, then a square plus b square minus ab. Therefore a cube plus b cube is equal to, at the place of a plus b, value is given 10. Bracket start, at the place of a square plus b square we have 58 minus 2ab, sorry, minus ab, at the place of ab I can put 21. Okay, so this will be a cube plus b cube is equal to 10 multiplied by 8 minus 1 is 7, 5 minus 2 is 3. So a cube plus b cube is equal to 370. Okay, however this is no more. Okay, a cube plus b cube is equal to 370. So I hope this is clear to you. Note it down, then I will explain the same thing once again. Okay, so let us discuss this once again. See, we have to find this. So first of all, we do write the identity, and when we do write the identity, then we'll get to know that to obtain a cube plus b cube, we need the value of ab more, because a plus b is given directly, a square plus b square is also given directly. So first of all, we have to find ab. For that, we'll apply the identity of a plus b whole square. So a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now over here a square plus b square is given, a plus b is also given. So just by putting the values in this, we'll be able to get ab, and after getting the value of ab, when we put it over here, we'll get the value of a cube plus b cube. So I hope this is clear to you. Now we'll see next, that is example number 18th. Okay, again from page number 121, example number 18th. Okay, if x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to 14, then find the value of is 14, then find the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Okay, here x square plus 1 upon x square is given, and we have to obtain the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Okay, so again, if I write the identity of a cube plus b cube, and let us see after writing the identity what we already have and what we need extra to get this. So if I apply the identity, one identity is this, another identity is, this is the first identity. Now, is it possible to get what we need using this identity? See, if I use this identity, I need to get this value. This is not given. This will, that means first of all, I need x plus 1 upon x, then and only then it is possible to obtain this. Now, if you use the second identity over here, you find that you need this x plus 1 upon x is required. X square plus 1 upon x square is given. Okay. So, again we need this. Okay, so ultimately we need this value. Now whatever the value we'll get of x plus 1 upon x, here we have to make its cube. So that might be little bit complicated. Okay, suppose the value is 23, 29, 27. So we do not remember the cubes of that much big numbers. So it is advised to go with this method, because this is already given. This will cancel out. So only we have to bother about x plus 1 upon x. So now next question arises that how to find this if this is given, and that we already saw in our previous questions or previous lectures. How to find a plus b if a square plus b square is given, or more precisely how to find x plus 1 if x square plus 1 upon x square is given. So if the greater function is given and we have to find the smaller one, we will start with the smaller one. So first I will start with x plus 1 upon x whole square, and I will obtain that, and by putting that value in the identity of this, I will be able to get this. So let us see, x plus 1 upon x whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b. Okay, therefore I can say x plus 1 upon x whole square is equal to, now x square plus 1 upon x square is 14 plus 2. Okay, x plus 1 upon x whole square is equal to 16. So here I do get the value of x plus 1 upon x is equal to plus minus 4. Square of square root of 16 is plus minus 4. Now I'll apply the identity of that. Now x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to x plus 1 upon x into x square plus 1 upon x square minus x into 1 upon x. Okay, this is the identity of a cube plus b cube. So this gives me x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to, at the place of x plus 1 upon x, I can put plus minus 4. At the place of x square plus 1 upon x square, I can take 14 minus 1, because this x and x will cancel out. So ultimately my answer is x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to plus minus 4 multiplied by 13. So my answer is x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to plus minus 52. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Okay, in every question of this type, first you have to write the identity, you have to decide which identity you are going with, and then you have to check what particular expression in that identities are already given and what we need extra, and then finding that extra by applying another identities, we can find our answer. So please note it down. Okay, now next, page number 122, example number 20. Okay, question is, if x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x raised to 4, if x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x raised to 4 is equal to 194, then find the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to what? Okay, so definitely I am going to give you its solution, but I am giving you 1 minute so that you can think over it, and then we'll see its detailed solution. Okay, again I'll see this a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. That means I need this to get this, or another identity is again x square plus 1 upon x square minus x into 1 upon x. So over here, if I use this identity, I need this expression as well as this expression. Now one thing, be assured, to obtain this you need this. It is not possible to get this without this. It means from x raised to 4, first we have to come x raised to 2, and from x raised to 2 we have to come x raised to 1. Okay, and then we will use this identity to get the value of x cube plus 1 upon x cube. Now the next thing that we have to think over, that how to get x raised to 2 plus 1 upon x raised to 2 using this, and we already discussed it. We'll start with this. When I told you, whenever we have to start with the smaller expression, whenever we need the smaller expression, we start from that. Okay, so x square plus 1 upon x square, x square plus 1 upon x square, its square, is equal to x raised to 4 plus 1 upon x raised to 4 plus 2 into x square plus 1 upon x square. 2 into, not plus. Okay, so here I will get x square plus 1 upon x square whole square is equal to, now this value is given 194 plus 2. Okay, because this x square and 1 upon x square will cancel each other. So here I will get x square plus 1 upon x square whole square is equal to 196. So ultimately I will get x square plus 1 upon x square is equal to 14. Better to write plus minus 14. Okay. Now to get x plus 1 upon x, see, we already saw to obtain this, anyhow we need x plus 1 upon x. If we use the first identity, we need only x plus 1 upon x, and if we use second identity, we need this as well as x plus 1 upon x. But it is not possible to obtain x plus 1 upon x without obtaining this. So now we'll square x plus 1 upon x. Okay, so here I am starting with here only. Now x plus 1 upon x whole square is equal to x square plus 1 upon x square plus 2 into x into 1 upon x. Therefore x plus 1 upon x whole square, now at the place of the c I am writing only positive value, plus 2. Okay, always use only positive values. Therefore I can write x plus 1 upon x is equal to 16, sorry, square is equal to 16. Therefore x plus 1 upon x is equal to plus minus 4. Okay, so now I have x plus 1 upon x now as well as x square plus 1 upon x square. So now I will go with, I will find the x cube plus 1 upon x cube. So x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to x plus 1 upon x into x square plus 1 upon x square minus x into 1 upon x. Therefore x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to, now at the place of x plus 1 upon x I will put 4. At the place of x square plus 1 upon x square I will put 14 minus 1. So here I will get x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to 4 into 13. Therefore x cube plus 1 upon x cube is equal to 52. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, let me discuss one thing more over here. See, here I kept only plus 14. So let me tell you why so. See, if I put minus, there are two possibilities. Either, see, plus minus means either it be plus or it be minus. That means either it be positive or it be negative. So if I take it negative, what I will get, minus 12 plus 2 is equal to minus 16. And on the right hand side you can say it's a complete square, and the square of any number cannot be negative. That's why I took only 14 over here. Okay, but here I should take both plus minus. Here if I take plus minus both, so this will be my final answer. That is plus minus 52. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Now you can note it down. Okay, now we'll see example number 22, its second one. Okay, page number 122, example 22, its second one. Okay, find the following product. You have to find the product 7a minus 5b. Find the product 7a minus 5b multiplied by 49a square 35ab. 49a square plus 35ab plus 25b square plus 25b square. Okay, 7a minus 5b multiplied by 49a square plus 35ab plus 25b square. So see, definitely we are not going to find the product by multiplying term to term. Anyhow, we have to check that which particular identity we can apply over here. Okay, so let us see how to identify that thing, that which identity we should apply over here. Okay, first of all, for that you must mug up the identities in a very well manner. Now if you observe the identity, it is first bracket is binomial. Okay, something minus something. So I'm just assuming this is x, this is y, x minus y. Now after x minus y, there is one more bracket and there are three terms. So if you remember the identities, there is an identities whose right side is x minus y, then x square plus xy plus y square. Okay, so if this is x, this is y, so here it should be x square, then here it should be plus xy, and then here should be y square. If it is goes like that, definitely we know it's right side, isn't it? So very first thing what I observed, that this is binomial, that is x minus y or a minus b, and then I checked whether the remaining three terms are following a square plus ab plus b square or not. So here I considered 7a as a, so a minus b. Now next should be a square, that means 7a square. Yes, it is 7a square. 7a whole square is 49a square. Then next should be AB, A into B, that means product of these two. 7 into 5 is 35, A into B, AB. Yes, it is 35 AB. And next it should be B square, that is 5B square, 25B square. Yes, exactly it fits the identity of this. Now what is the right side of this identity? A cube minus B cube. Okay, so how to solve this? So first I wrote this question. Now in next step what I will do, I write these terms in a manner that exactly fits in the identity. So a minus b, here I do write a square plus a into b. Okay, see, a square I am not writing by looking over here. I consider this is a, so I wrote a square. Then a into b, that is 7a into 5b, and then b square, that is 5b square. Then I will cross check whether these three terms give the terms in the previous term or not. Okay, 7a square, 49 square, 7a into 5b, 35ab, 5b square, 25b square. Now definitely this is a minus b, a square plus ab plus b square, and that should be equal to a cube minus b cube. So a cube minus b cube. Now 7 cube is 343, so 343 a cube minus 125 b cube. So this is the final answer. Please note it down. Okay, so let us see the next question. Simplify. Again there is a question related to simplify. Page 123, example number 23. Page number 123, example number 23. Question is simplify the following. So here again we'll see the one of this simplify. Question is 7x cube plus 8y cube, 7x cube plus 8y cube. Further it is written minus 4x plus 3y minus 4x plus 3y and 16x square minus 12xy, 16x square minus 12xy plus 9y square. We have to simplify this. Okay, so see, this is not an identity. Definitely we can say a cube plus b cube, but here a is not a complete cube. This is complete cube, but if I, even though if I apply the identity, this will expand, this will not get shrink, and whenever it is written simplify, we have to try to shrink the given expression. We have to make it as small as possible. Okay, so definitely first two terms remains same. We can't make any change over here. Okay, now the second term, this complete is the second term. It is 4x plus 3y, then 16x square minus 12xy plus 9y square. Just like the previous sum, here you can observe this first term is a binomial. So I'll consider this is a plus b, and then I will check whether the remaining three terms are a square minus ab plus b square or not. So next term here it should be a square, that means 4x square. Yes, it is 16x square. Then minus ab, that means product of these two with negative sign. So 4x multiplied by 3y, 12xy minus 12xy, and then 3y whole square, that is 9y square. Okay, so this exactly fits in the identity. So this I will keep it as it is, and over here I will apply the identity. So 7x cube plus 8y cube minus, this is 4x plus 3y, that is a plus b. This is a square, 4x square minus ab, that is 4x into 3y plus b square, that is 3y whole square. Okay, a square minus ab plus b square. So 7x cube plus 8y cube minus, now this fits the identity of a cube plus b cube. So this will become a cube, that is, as minus sign is there, so we have to take little bit more here, a cube plus b cube. Okay, now this definitely is going to be same as it is, and over here this 4x cube is 64x cube, and this 3y whole cube is 27y cube. Okay, now we'll open the bracket. So 7x cube plus 8y cube minus 64x cube minus 27y cube. Now there is still possibility to simplify this further. 7x cube minus 64x cube. So 7x cube minus 64x cube, 8y cube minus 27y cube. Okay, so further I am solving it over here. Now 7x cube minus 64x cube is 57 with minus sign, 57x cube. Over here again minus 19y cube. So this is my final answer, almost final answer. Now still it is possible to take something common. From 57 and 19 I can take 19 common, because 57 is 3 into 19. So instead of 19 it's better to take minus 19. So this I will get 3x cube plus y cube. So this is my final answer, minus of 19 y cube 3x cube multiplied by y cube. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now note down your homework. Page number 118, page number 118 to 123, and from these page numbers, example number 8 to 23, 8 to 23. So this is your homework for this lecture. Some of these examples I have already solved over here. Okay, so this is your homework. So please note it down. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye. Thank you.